G'day YouTube and welcome to Season 3 of Cornerstone SMP. Now in regards to content for Season 3, I'm going to try something a little different. Normally, plan out a video and make something up and just go with it sort of thing. Whereas now, we are at probably about 4 months into the server at the time of recording this. And a lot has happened. So the video is going to be more of like a catch up and sort of see how we got here sort of thing. The server started as we normally do, where we try to get on as many people as we can. We have members all over the world, so we didn't get everybody, and people's schedules. A lot of us, we are Minecraft content creators, a lot of us, but we're very part-time. Most of us have school, jobs, life in general, so we got as many people on as we could. And Pele started us off with a joke.
I'm going to leave you with a joke.
Yes, joke.
All right, joke.
Why?
Joke.
Why are cars not in Minecraft?
Why?
Because the streets are all blocked.
Boo. Don't play Minecraft. Don't play Minecraft.
Now, I should mention that on Cornerstone Season 3, we're using a world generation mod called Terralith. Basically, it just transforms the vanilla landscape into... Still uses vanilla blocks. There's no new things, but just tweaks, adds some new biomes, some custom things. There are different things, a few different structures, but we thought it might be fun to do something a little different, but still keep that vanilla feel that we like to play it to. So we had seen a map of the world a week before we started, and myself and Brandy had picked a couple of locations in the same area. Brandy wanted to find one of the Terralith Castle villages, and I wanted an ocean monument because I want a guardian farm as the heart of my future mega base. But we had to get there quickly if we wanted to lay claim to our areas.
You really think I'm gonna make that?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I better not die, better not die, better not die, better not die. Ah!
You died.
Okay, so we may have had a couple of unplanned delays to start with, but eventually we were off on our way, ready to explore this world. And a short riverboat ride later, we found the castle that we were looking for. Only to our surprise, we weren't the first ones here. Chuckles was already here when we arrived, but luckily he was only looking for some early game loot. He wasn't actually looking to settle down and live here or anything. These Terralith villages have, some good early game loot you can find. Nothing game changing, but without a side, we chucked up a sign, marked Brandy's base, and I got back on the water to go find my monument. And there she is in all her glory. Now for Season 3, we are using a 5,000 by 5,000 world border, and there are plenty of ocean monuments in our world. So it wasn't necessarily they had to get here so quick, but I really did like the location of this one. The nice aqua blue water. So basically all I wanted to do was put a sign on. No! To lay claim to my monument that I want to use in the future, except I died. But luckily, all my stuff was still there. All I had to do was come back. You can now edit signs in Minecraft 120.1? 121? 121. And yeah, no worries. You can come back another day when I'm more geared up and we can take this bad boy on. Please, no! I think I'm going to need to gear up a lot. Over the next few weeks, we did the normal early game things. We went mining, we got ourselves some diamonds. Brandy started doing enchanting with villagers so we can get books to enchant our gear for the long haul. And while she was doing all of that, I was working on some early game farms, just things to get us started so we can get on with it. But now that I had enchanted gear, I need to really think about taking on the ocean monument, and for that I want a conduit, so I need nautilus shells. So I think I'm just going to go kill a bunch of drowned and see if we get any. So it turned out that fishing was a much better way to get the Nautilus shells. A lot more peaceful too, even if sometimes you got junk. But I got the shells I needed, and there she is. In all her glory. I brought up a whole army of axolotls in the hopes that they would keep the Guardians busy while I could sneak in, take on those Elder Guardians. That means cue up the epic cinematic battle montage. So as it turns out, reading up all them axolotls, complete waste of time. I did bugger all. Killed one squid and then they left. They just left. But anyway, with the monument finally taken care of, it was now time to go collect some sand. And since we didn't have any shulker boxes yet, I had to improvise. With the 121, we can now lead boats. So I made the most use of that as I could. But please, Chuckles, please build a shulker farm. You know you want to. Please. Thank you. And now, time for some draining. So it turned out that draining an ocean monument was actually quite very boring. Surprisingly. So when some of the late night crews suggested we go check out a trial chamber, I definitely jumped at the chance.
They should give you enough keys for each of us to get one.
Yeah. Is that how it works? That's good system.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm going first.
Big money, big money, big money!
Oh,
Hey, let me get that if it's one burst.
it's looting.
What'd I get? Oh, I got flow. That's the one I already have.
What, the armor trim?
Heavy
What?
core!
Oh,
Who
mate!
did?
Braddles.
Hey, let's go!
And what do I do? Combine it with the breeze rod.
Freeze rod.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Ha
You
He's
did
got
it.
the power.
Now, where's the next one?
Up here.
Falling. Oh wait, wait. Where? How did you get it? What?
It looks pretty cool.
What? Oh.
I finally finished draining this ocean monument. But now it's time to get this monument out of the way. So I think I'm going to just put on some music, chill out, get right into it. And luckily, in the trial chamber, did pick up the new Creator music disc. So let's give her a try. Now with all the water gone and the ocean monument gone, it was the time to actually start building. It took so long to get to this point, but here's a time lapse of what's going on. I know I've just did a time lapse of me taking down the monument, and let me know what you think of time lapses like that in videos. If you're still watching at this point, in the comments, let me know. Are you happy? Do you enjoy watching long montages like that, where it's like a time lapse of events that happen over a long time, like a long time building something, or in that case, that was a long time tearing something down? Is that something satisfying, something you like watching, or would you prefer something a bit like this? This is a little bit different. You know, I'm talking over the top of me working in the background. You know, which do you like better? Because, you know, I, as a viewer, I like watching Minecraft videos myself on YouTube. I don't mind a musical time lapse, but then I do think I do like this format where it's just a camera talk. I'm talking to the camera, I'm talking to you, the audience, and letting you know what's going on. So this Guardian farm that I'm building is quite unique. It's a different shape. I'm making a big ball. And it's going to be like the centerpiece of my base. And it's not going to be the most efficient thing in the world, but I'm hoping with me being if I'm hanging around my base a lot, the thing's going to be running. It's going to be all right. But that's kind of what I'm trying to look to these days with doing anything farming or redstone or anything related. I want to build things that look good, things that I'm proud of, because you can go and make the most efficient bare bolts designed for farms and all these things and have the best rates and all. Eventually we find that on these servers, when you play on it enough, you just get more and more things than you ever need. So I think a bit more style, a bit more form rather than function, I think it's going to be a lot more fun, a lot more interesting to look at in our world. And here it is all finished. I think it looks amazing. So basically, it's a dome, it's a ball, it's full of water. Guardian spawn in there, obviously, because it's there. I have soul sand around the edges. That lets the Guardians get pushed on up, goes right to the top surface, and then I've got water guiding them into the middle, which then pulls them down because I have magma blocks down below, pulls them down. It kills them. They drop their loot. It's not the most quick or efficient way to do it. There's no looting involved. It's all just passive, just running the background. All the drops are collected up by a hopper minecart and then chucked over to a storage system. So this is still a temporary storage system, but you get the idea. After the Guardian farm was finally done, I was able to build my shop in the shopping area. We have on our server a shopping area like you'll see in a lot of SMPs. We will trade diamonds for, gear that we produce. And so I'll sell my prismarine for diamonds, and then I can use my diamonds to buy from other stores. And it makes a little economy. It makes things more interesting. It makes things a bit more community based so that you're not just playing solo player on a server. You do things and I provide prismarine, so then somebody else doesn't have to, and then somebody else sells the cathedral back there, sells glass. I don't have to do anything to do glass. I can just buy it with the money I make. And you can go mining or whatever. But I tell you, the shopping district this season is the best that we've ever had on our server. So many awesome builds, and it's so fun that it's just a weird eclectic of different designs all in the same area. Here's a Greece-inspired Crete for a concrete shop right next to, a terracotta shop, which is a modern build. The stone shop that was just behind it, which is, a more of a medieval build. The Gothic cathedral that was selling glass back there. Here's a biodome that sells flowers. An ice sculpture for selling ice. Nether factory coming up right up here with the nether brought into the overworld. Custom trees. There's so many cool, different, unique builds in this area. A modern post office. It's just a crazy set of builds. They're all different. They're all based on what they sell. It is. I'm just chuffed. I think it's great, our shopping area, and that was why I really wanted to get on and build my shop as soon as I could, because I wanted to get in there and start selling, as well as I sort of called dibs before we started the season, saying, "Hey, we let people. You can compete with each other, but I think ideally we would prefer that everybody sort of sells something a little different. So then, then it is I prefer to use the shopping district myself as a means that we've got bookshops and stuff. I don't need to do the villager trading to get books. I can just go buy the books. There's greenhouses and stuff. And so here where we coming through the greenhouse here is, if I can get through the door. We've got pot and weed shop next to each other. You know, like they sell pots and weeds, you know, the different grass types. But this is the big jungle tree I built because I wanted a tree house made out of prismarine. Because, you know, why not? It's a really big tree. It is a little basic. It's essentially just a bigger version of a jungle tree, not something custom like, you know, that tree out there. But, you know, it's a nice little shop. Little cozy little treehouse vibes. It's a good little view of like Jack's Casino and Nellis's Dragon over there. That area over there is Hobbiton. That's where we started our journey this season. Like, had little hobbit holes. I haven't recorded any of the footage from that, so if you want to see any of that stuff, any of the other stuff, like there's plenty that's happened on the server that I've not personally recorded. Go check out everybody else's content. There are so many content creators on the server. Links are in the description. Go check them out and see what's happening. You know, you never know. You might even see me in some of their videos and live streams and whatever else is going on. Anyway, this is a prismarine shop, and I was very, very fortunate because Brandy's been running a statistic competition. And so for the first month of the server, the statistic competition was who could walk on water the most. And fortunate enough for me, as I was building a base in water, I spent a lot of time walking on the water, and I was fortunate enough to win the stat competition. There's been plenty since then, but I was just happy to take out the first one. And Brandy made me a little custom statue. And she asked me what I wanted, and you know, like I thought, why not in our little prismarine shop? So we just sell our bits and bobs here. The statistic competitions are very fun. I enjoy them a lot. And it's a lot of fun as something to do. Like, it changes the way we play the game for like a month. So after this month was... This was the first month, who could walk the furthest on water. And then the second month was who has the most phantom skilled. And we have like the multiplayer sleep thing on the server, so there's a battle between people who are like, no, don't sleep. we want to go out hunting phantoms, and the other people who are like, I just want to sleep. It is a good bit of fun, and it makes the game interesting every month. I love the statistic competition. They're actually going to be building way out yonder a Hall of Fame, so to showcase statues of all the different winners. So I definitely will be looking at trying to win another competition in the future. We can get that. Walking on statue created by Brandy Turquoise. Keep an eye on Discords and Feats of Fame. Well, that's in our Discord that we have with each other. You never know. Maybe in the future there might be a Cornerstone fans Discord, so keep your eyes peeled for that. But that's it. That's where we're going to wrap it up. I just really want to showcase our shopping district and the journey to us so far. So let me know how you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you drop a like down below. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you thought of this video. It is different from the other stuff I've tried to do in the past, and it has been difficult to edit this and get this out. So, you know, any thoughts or feedback would be greatly appreciated. I'm trying to work out how I wanted to make videos on YouTube from our Minecraft stuff. So, you know, your feedback will be greatly appreciated. But anyway, make sure you check out everybody else. Hooroo the next time. I'll catch you again on Braddles Gaming.